Welcome to FCS Unscripted, a new podcast for One Team FCS, where we look at the stories behind every one in Franklin County schools. Well, good morning and welcome to the podcast, FCS Unscripted. I am Superintendent Mark Kopp, and I am so pleased to be able to have some wonderful young ladies with us today. We are going to be interviewing 4 young ladies from Bondurant Middle School who have created what I think is one of the best things I've ever seen in terms of student-led initiatives. It's called the Kind Line, with the assistance of their counselor, Miss Brooke Fell. And I'm going to let the kiddos introduce themselves. So if you lean into the mic, tell everyone who you are.
I'm Avery Bishop. I'm a 7th grader at Bondurant Middle School.
I'm Emma Collingstrip, and I'm also a 7th grader.
I'm Eleanor Bishop, and I'm also a 7th grader.
I'm Campbell Goins, and I'm a 7th grader at Bondurant Middle School.
Awesome.
And my name's Brooke Fell, and I'm one of the school counselors at Bondurant.
Not just one of the school counselors, the middle school and now overall counselor of the year in the state of Kentucky. So we're blessed and honored to have you with us. And thank you for what you do for these kids every day, Brooke. And kiddos, this is a fantastic project, the Kind Line. And a lot of folks in our listening audience have heard of it. They've called it, but some haven't. So who would like to start off by explaining what the Kind Line is? Go ahead.
So basically, the Kind Line is where you can call in the phone number 502-661-3001, and you'll hear a positive message and a joke. And sometimes, instead of positive message, you'll hear a quote.
Okay, positive message or quote and jokes. Okay, what else? I mean, who else wants to talk about this? How did this come about?
So basically, Campbell just came up with this idea, and she texted us one night, and she's like, hey, I want to start this thing to make people happy.
So it is about making people happy. So why did you get that idea? What was the.
Well, I noticed that a lot of people, especially kids in our school, didn't exactly feel connected because they weren't doing any after-school projects, and that's their choice, so it's fine. But we created this so that they would feel more connected to Bondurant and more included and feel like they have a purpose at Bondurant.
Mm-hmm. So how did you others get involved? Is this you texted your friends and said, hey, let's do this thing. What was your all's response?
Well, we all kind of had different ideas for it, and we just kind of shaped it until we had what we wanted.
So what kind of messages are on the Kind Line? Lean in real close to the mic.
Okay, Emma wants to say her favorite joke that we put on
yes,
there.
that's what I was hoping for. Let's hear it, Emma.
I'm going to do a different one. Okay. What did the drummer name his 2 daughters?
What did the drummer name his 2 daughters? I have no idea.
Anna 1, Anna 2.
That's great. Brooke, kind of talk about from your perspective, what, how did all of this kind of come about, and what did you do to kind of steer them in this direction?
Well, I just feel like I'm kind of the lucky person who they approached and said, we've got this idea. Do you think you can help us? So I can take zero credit for any of the awesome ideas that they have. They did it all. But the hardest part was we needed to get a number. Mm-hmm. And so they approached me at the end of last year about this. And one of their parents had set up a Skype call with people from Frankfort Plant Board because we weren't sure that we had the ability to do it at school without it having to go through our main office line and secretary answering. So we met with Frankfort Plant Board. We talked to our awesome tech department over here, and it ends up we didn't actually have to use the plant board because there were some extra lines that we didn't know existed that were direct lines to Bondurant. Mm-hmm. And so when Stella told me over the summer, hey, we've got this line, I was like, yes, can we use it for the Kind Line? And I let the kids know. And at the very beginning of school, we started advertising, and they created all the advertisements, and they've taken it away.
I love it. And so I see the show off the T-shirts there. Bondurant Middle School, the Kind Line. Let's say the number again for everyone in the audience. Say it real loud into the mics.
502 661-3001.
And this is for everyone, right? I mean, anyone can call this.
Yeah.
And they're going to get either a fun joke, a message of support. Give me an example of a message of support that someone would hear.
I know one quote we used was, life is like a bicycle. You have to keep going to stay balanced. And I'm pretty sure Albert Einstein said that.
That's great. That's great. So where do you get the jokes from, by the way?
Generally an online source.
Okay. So you just pull them. Are they a lot of dad jokes?
Yes.
Those are some of my favorites, Can I contribute one to the Kind Line for a future episode?
Yes, we actually have a form for that, like a Google form that you can find on our website.
So I can't say it now.
I mean,
You
if
can.
you want to.
Let's do this one. How about a duck walks into a pharmacy. He says, "Give me some chapstick. Put it on my bill." Come on, that's good, right? Guys, this is fantastic. In a world of negativity, and we know how much negativity there is out there, it's so impressive that you all came up with this idea to bring a little positivity and joy. What can we do in our community to help spread the word about this? What are some things that we can do? What do you think, Brooke?
Well, one thing I know, our school shared it on Facebook, and that's gotten a lot of shares. So I think sharing it through social media, we've had other teachers from other districts tell us that their whole class has called the Kind Line on speakerphone. And I think anytime word of mouth can share a positive message is great. I know you mentioned getting some stickers.
Absolutely.
On the Bondurant Middle School website, they actually created a Kind Line webpage too.
Great.
And it's connected to our site. If we could somehow connect the Kind Line with our district website, I think
Yes.
that would be super helpful.
Done.
And just any chance to get it out there that we see, we'd love to have the opportunity.
I love it. And we're going to be purchasing stickers with the Kind Line, with the phone number and the logo, much like you see on the shirt. And we're going to get that information out as quickly as we can. And we're also going to share it on all of our social media platforms and hopefully this podcast. Anyone who's listening to this podcast, please call the Kind Line. We need it a little pick-me-up. But also share this wonderful student-led initiative. Anything that our students do that they create on their own is just so impressive. And I'm so thankful that you all are our students. And I think it's time for some fun facts. Are we ready for a quick fun fact question and answer session? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Please tell me, what is your favorite candy bar? We'll start here. Go around the table.
Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Ooh, boom. Good one.
Probably Reese's.
Reese's is like the most popular one in the world. That's good. Yeah.
You got to go with like the normal Hershey's bar.
Normal Hershey bar. I like it.
Almond Joy without the almond.
Wow. I think that's a Mounds bar, right? I'm not sure. Yeah. Almond Joy. So you just spit the almond out? That's fair. Brooke?
Kit Kat all the way for me.
I love it. I love it. All right. Next one. What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Lucky Charms.
Also Lucky Charms.
It's got to be Lucky Charms.
Oh my gosh.
Fruit Loops.
All right. I'm glad we had a change. Yes.
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp. Wow. That's solid. I see when you get old like me, it's like grape nuts or bran flakes. So, all right. Last question. What is your favorite movie of all time? I'm going to start with Brooke this time.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to go with Pretty Woman.
Oh, Pretty Woman. Very solid. Yep.
Hidden Figures.
Great. That's a very inspirational one too. I love that.
I don't know. I'm probably going to say like the Hunger Games.
Okay. Hunger Games. Great.
I like a lot of movies, but maybe like Narnia.
Which one?
Narnia.
Narnia. Okay. Great.
Either the Hunger Games or like maybe Barbie.
Barbie was pretty good from everything I've heard. I haven't seen it yet, but guys, it's been fantastic getting to talk with you today and sharing this wonderful project. I so appreciate you. Thank you for being with us, and thank you everyone for listening. And we will be back with you soon. Thanks so much. Well, that wraps it up for this week's episode of FCS Unscripted. Thank you for listening in, and I encourage you to subscribe and follow this weekly podcast, where we will share updates, information, and interviews with #Everyone, the wonderful students and staff who make up One Team FCS. Have a great week, everybody.